If you have been diagnosed of hypertension, you might be wondering, how do I go about the numbers? How do I reduce these numbers without medication? Do you know that a healthy lifestyle has a greater role to play when it comes to management of hypertension? When you have a healthy lifestyle, it can help you reduce your intake of medication, delay your intake of medication, and also most times avoid medication. Good day everyone, and welcome back to Nurses Lecture Room YouTube channel. My name is Mercy Mary, popularly known as a nurse with the difference, and I make learning easy and accessible for students. Today I'm going to be sharing with us 10 ways to reduce the blood pressure without medication. 10 ways to reduce the blood pressure without medication. But before we go into details in today's class, if you are new on our YouTube channel and you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please click on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out. Let's go there. Alright, welcome back. Like I earlier said, today I'm going to be sharing with us 10 important ways to reduce your blood pressure. 10 important ways to reduce your blood pressure. For those that are hypertensive, for nursing students, for nurses, this video is for you to be able to educate your patient and also to gain knowledge. So the first important point I have here is lose extra pounds. Lose extra pounds. If you are fat, if you are obese, if you are very fat and you are hypertensive, one of the ways that will help you to reduce hypertension is to reduce your fats. Is to reduce what? Is to reduce your fats. So for those that are fat, no need to worry too much about the medication first. While taking your medication, try as much as possible to reduce your weight. A reduction in your weight number, in your kg, in your pounds, goes a long way to reduce the numbers of your blood pressure, thereby making you what? Less hypertensive. Then the other point I have here is exercise regularly. Exercise regularly. Yes, if you are hypertensive, if you are not hypertensive, exercise regularly or daily will go a long way to help you reduce the blood pressure. When you exercise, it helps you bring back life. It brings back this lively spirit in you. And also, if you are obese, regular exercise will go a long way to reduce your what? To reduce your weight. Remember the first 2 points I just gave? The first is to reduce extra pounds, and the second is what? Is to exercise regularly. The other point I have is eat a healthy diet. Yes, you have to eat a healthy diet that will help you control your blood pressure. You might be wondering, what kind of food should I take in? Yes, I'm going to tell you. You're supposed to be taking some vegetables, some fruits, and also low cholesterol. Food high in cholesterol should be reduced. Take more of fruit, take energy giving food. That will go a long way to help you what? Reduce your blood pressure. And some people, they are really addicted to a particular kind of lifestyle that changing their diet becomes a problem. So the first thing you should do if you're having issues with your diet is to have a food diary. Is to what? Is to have a food diary that tells you what you are going to eat on Monday, you're going to eat on Tuesday, you're going to eat in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening. You also have to be disciplined. That is where self-discipline comes in place when there is a change or modification of diet. Then also be a smart shopper. You don't have to go about shopping without knowing what you need. If you are hypertensive, you don't shop for things, you don't get things without reading the label, without reading their content. You just eat because you want to eat. So be a smart shopper, and also take food high in potassium. Food high in potassium will go a long way to reduce your blood pressure. Then that takes us to the next point on how to reduce the blood pressure. The other point is reduce sodium in your diet. Remember, I said you should increase potassium in your diet and reduce sodium in your diet. Most ways people get sodium into themselves or into their body system is through intake of salts. Sometimes most people after cooking, they tend to add excess salt to their food, and that is not ideal. Rather, it is preferable you cook alongside with the food, you cook and add the salt. Preferable if you can stay without salt, good, but the fact remains salt adds taste to our food. So it's better for you to put little or no salt if you are hypertensive, to help you what? Control your hypertension. Reduce salt diet and increase your potassium consumption. Then the other point I have is limit the amount of alcohol you take. For those that drink too much alcohol, for those that take a lot of alcohol, you have to limit the amount of alcohol you take. You are either limiting it or stopping it totally. Gradually, you keep, like, if you were taking 5 bottles a day before, you reduce to 4, reduce to 3, reduce to 2, reduce to 1, and you say yourself you are no longer taking alcohol anymore. So what did I say? Limit the what? Limit the amount of alcohol intake when it comes to what? When it comes to management of hypertension. Then the other I have here is quit smoking. For the smokers that are hypertensive, it's like you don't like your life. If you like your life, you will quit smoking. You will stop smoking, because smoking, when you smoke, you also increase your blood pressure. So quit smoking, stop smoking. If you can't stop smoking, automatically do it one step at a time. Reduce the numbers, and gradually you see yourself going through that. Then another is cut back on caffeine. You heard of caffeinated drinks rich and drinks that have caffeine in them. So it is advisable, if you want to manage your blood pressure, you cut down on caffeine. For those that have been taking caffeine, they might not really feel the effect of caffeine. But if that's your first intake of taking caffeine, it might actually increase your blood pressure. Though research has not totally proven that's the whole physiology behind caffeine and also blood pressure. But it is better you cut down on caffeinated drinks if you are hypertensive. Then the other point I have on the board is reduce stress. Yes, reduce stress. Stress has a role to play when it comes to causing of hypertension. Though stress is not the major cause of hypertension. You see people saying don't think too much. If you think too much, you increase your BP. Though stress is not the cause of hypertension, stress can aggravate hypertension. So try as much as possible to reduce stress. Stop overthinking. And also, don't expect too much, because when you expect too much and at the end you get disappointed, it can increase your blood pressure. So anything that will cause you stress, try as much as possible to cut out of it. Then the other I have here is monitor your blood pressure. Yes, you are doing your dietary modification, you are quitting smoking, you are quitting alcohol, you are exercising regularly, you are no longer obese, but still, due to the fact that you are hypertensive, it is advisable you monitor your blood pressure, and that can be done in the house. You can get your personal sphygmomanometer and do the regular blood pressure check. Take note of that. Then the other is get support. The fact is, as human beings, we need support from each other. We need family support, we need friend support, we need relative support, and we need everybody's support at this particular. We can have relatives or family members to drive us to the hospital for checkup, families or relative members that tend to care for us, that help us reduce our stress, that say something good about us. Don't stay around negative environments, stay around positive environments to avoid psychological stress. Thank you very much. So these are the 10 ways I have given you on how to prevent blood pressure without medication. Before I go, as a warning sign, while doing all this, we are not saying it helps you to stop, it helps reduce your blood pressure automatically. While doing all this, like we said in the number 9, monitor your blood pressure regularly. Go for checkup to know how you're doing, because you might need medication alongside with this. So while doing all these things to stop or reduce your medication, try as much as possible to see the doctor, go for checkup, check your blood pressure, and know if there is a need for your antihypertensive. Normally, it's advisable before you take your antihypertensive, you always check your BP so it doesn't cause drastic reduction in your BP, leading to hypotension. Thank you very much for staying tuned. Thank you very much for watching our video. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to share with a friend if you got value. If you are a student nurse and you are watching this video, you are not part of our Telegram class, you are seriously missing a lot. All you have to do is to send a message to the WhatsApp number showing on your screen so you get acquainted with nursing. You tend to meet other nursing students, you tend to engage in our quiz, and you also tend to have access to all our voice notes to help you learn better. You can check us out on our Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Twitter. Everywhere we are there at Nurses Lecture Room. Thank you very much and do have a wonderful day ahead. Bye.